12th. Cabin's looking nice. Trees are starting to fill in slowly. And I'm getting almost all my firewood done. I have one more row to fill up to the top, and I got a little bit of low spot over there that I want to fill in. But yeah, just a little over a face cord left to split, and then I'll have all my firewood stacked that I need for the next year and a half. It's almost 2 years worth of wood I keep here at all times, just under that. But then I'll probably have enough of these big logs. Those are the ones that are hard to split with them. I'm doing this all with a maul, like a beast, like usual. But yeah, those big ones are gonna be really hard. But I should have an extra like face cord or two to sell too this fall, and maybe if I'm feeling up to it, I'll haul some more wood this summer out of the woods. But I don't know, it killed me just getting this stuff out. I hauled most of it on the cart this year over the road because I was cutting down by the road, so I didn't have to haul it on the sled this winter through the snow. But it was quite a battle still to get it all here. Oh yeah, I took like a half of a face cord or a quarter of a face cord out of that pile over there. So I gotta fill that in too, just to make sure. I like to keep 2 big full stacks, and each of these stacks are like 2.5 to 3 cord. Probably 2.5 fat 2.5 probably. That's probably what it is. So I keep 2 of those, so that's about 5 cords that I keep at the house all the time. And if I really use it sparingly, that can last me 2 full seasons. So if I injured myself, I'd have 2 full seasons that I could stretch the firewood out if I had to. And that way I'd have recovery time. You know, it's a good idea if you live out in the woods and off the land to do stuff like that. You know, think about it in those terms, you know. Make sure that you have, and I always keep some on the porch, like a week's worth of wood on the porch. So, you know, for those first couple days of injury, if you're, you know, hardly can get out of the bed, it's a good idea to have firewood where you don't have to really go far for it. But those are all just like safety measures. You know, if it's dead winter and it's -20 and you hurt yourself, you can't just lay in bed and while it's getting better, you know, you still have to feed the stove or you'll freeze to death. So it's all stuff you have to consider when temperatures get that cold, which is how cold it gets up here. I got the pit fire smoldering over there, a light smolder, which is helping with the black flies because they're pretty bad already. And I haven't seen a single mosquito though, but it's still really early in the year. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just cracking them and stacking them. Getting my last row going, so I'm pretty excited. Summertime 2023. It's just about here. So getting everything going. Got most of my potatoes in. I only have 2 more rows of potatoes I got to put in here by the cabin, and then all my potatoes are in the ground. So at least I know I have those coming for me. Those are guaranteed pretty much. I know how to grow those really well, so those always come out well. 4 different kinds this year, so I'll have a nice variety of potatoes for the winter. I eat a lot of potatoes. Potatoes and fried eggs are what I eat all winter, and I get my eggs from my neighbor. But I think I'm getting 3 chickens this year, and if my neighbor ends up with any roosters, I'm going to take his rooster too, because he just kills them usually. He doesn't keep roosters. But I'm gonna keep roosters. I'll just eat the eggs with the blood dots, and I'll check them with a flashlight to see, make sure they don't look weird. But I'd rather have a rooster here so he can take care of things, because I want to let them freelance in the yard, and if there's a rooster with them, it might be a little bit more protection for them. And we have hawks and chicken hawks and all kinds of big birds here. And at night we have owls and everything, so I think it's a good idea to keep a rooster. And if some of the eggs do get fertilized, and there's a bird that's willing to sit on them, that's probably the easiest way to get more chickens without having to do the whole rearing of little baby chicks. You know, I don't have electricity here, so keeping a heat lamp going is pretty much impossible. So yeah, if I could have a chicken that decided to brood up and would sit on, you know, 10 or 12 eggs every summer, once a summer at least, then I might be able to, you know, keep chickens going, have a lot more chickens than that. Because I wasn't going to raise chickens for food. like other than eggs, but I maybe would if my chickens were producing the babies, you know, it might be worth it then. But yeah, just cutting firewood, enjoying the beautiful Maine weather and the beginning of the black flies. Black flies at this time of year always suck a lot, but I already turned all the dirt, which is what really attracts them, so I made sure to get that all done before they started this year. Yeah, not posting much on the channel, but I figured I'd make a big, nice, long video of spring in Maine, for me at least. Same thing every spring, getting ready, getting gardens, and getting firewood. Alright, it's about my 6th day, not in a row, but 6th or 7th day total, I think, on splitting this pile I've been working on. Splitting it all by hand, and I've only had to use the splitting wedges on one piece so far, but I have the biggest stuff left still. Well, I'm getting through some pretty big stuff, you know. That's like 12-13 inches. Swamp maple or silver maple. Yeah, I think it's silver or white maple is what they call it in the north. Swamp maple is what everybody calls it up here, though. So, I'm getting done. I mean, I pretty much have enough to finish that row. And, yeah, I don't know. I was hoping to have another face cord that I could put out for sale out the front of the driveway. Have some extra money coming in. So, we'll see. If it's not a full face cord, I might need to cut some more so I can put a face cord out there. And then, throughout the summer, I'm just going to slowly cut down, like, a face cord at a time, like one maple tree at a time, just so I can keep a face cord for sale out front. That way, it's just, you know, every once in a while, you might not sell one for months, but then someone will come through and, you know, that $125 will be like perfect timing. So it's good to have a lot of things like that. It's like my YouTube channel. I don't make hardly any money on that, but like I'll be broke and not know how I'm going to pay my phone bill or something. And then Google will send me a check randomly for my old videos, which is cool. So more of those things you have set up, you know. If you had $100 coming to you randomly from something you've put little effort into, that can add up when you're really broke, you know. When you're making pretty much nothing but potatoes. It's good to come up with lots of ways to make money. That's what you have to do to survive out here. But I'm almost done. I probably only have a day of solid work or 2 days of, you know, farting around. And then I'll have all the firewood processed for the year. And I can clean this area up. This area where I'm processing wood right now is a good spot for it. But I kind of want to put some gravel down here. And I'd still cut wood here on the gravel. But there's some trees covering this spot right here. And this is right next to the driveway, so if I could make the driveway come out here and make like a little turnaround, and it would make a place where I could keep the car where it would be in the shade all summer, so then it's not getting direct sun on the black vehicle, you know. It gets like shade like half the day when the leaves are in where it's at right now, but this spot will get shade all day long if there's some gravel here for the car. Just like a little turn in here, and then it'd be easier to turn around in the driveway. Because right now you kind of have to like go up the road a little bit to turn around. Yeah, almost done knocking out the firewood. It's May 16th or 17th today, 2003. The world is crazy. Looks like Trump's running for president again, and somehow Joe Biden is too. This world is nuts. Hillary Clinton needs to throw her hat into the ring, and it would make the most epically freaking crazy thing ever. This is what a spoiled squirrel looks like. He just lays on the log all morning and gets warm. He can barely keep his eyes open. Such a sleepy squirrel. He ate a bunch of corn this morning and a bunch of almonds. Now he's just sleeping on a log. The laziest squirrel alive. Fuzzy Nuts, the master of the squirrels. Huh, Fuzzy? I see your eye open over there. You're not really sleeping, you're pretending. He wakes up so early now. He'll get up at like 5:30 and rummage everything on the porch to wake me up. Little bastard. He basically gets up when the sun comes up. And then he wants to eat. And then he wants to sleep and hang out all day. And then in the afternoon, he gets back up and eats again. Right now, he's just sleeping in the sun, trying to warm up. Laying flat on a log. There's his eyes closing again. Sleepy Nuts. Fuzzy Nuts is fighting with some other squirrel that's been trying to eat all of his almonds. He's trying to get all your almonds, huh? Oh, he's right there. Yeah, he's right there. You're not gonna have that, huh, Fuzzy? Nobody gets any of your almonds or raisins ever. You'll totally attack him. No. Fuzzy does not like anybody near his stump. Oh man. He's gonna eat every last little crumb that's on there, make sure there's nothing left for him. Man, the mosquitoes are already getting really bad. He's down there. Yeah, he's waiting. He's trying to get away from you. But this other squirrel, this new squirrel, has a tick in his ear. Fuzzy's a lot bigger than him though, because Fuzzy's been eating almonds all winter. There's not much that this other squirrel can do. Get his butt whooped over and over again, huh, Fuzzy? Whooping his butt. But the squirrel that was sitting on the log is not Fuzzy. I thought it was. This is Fuzzy. And the other squirrel is some random squirrel, I don't know. But he has ticks and stuff on him. But I thought it was weird because Fuzzy usually doesn't lay on the log like that, like it was, like that other squirrel was this morning. Right, Fuzzy? I don't know, I think he ran away. I think he was scared of you. I don't think he wants any heat, bro. So he took off. But that's all you guys are getting anyways. No almonds. No nothing. That old raisin, whenever you get a weird raisin, it's kind of shriveled, they won't eat it. You know, he tasted that one, he can tell that it was bad. So he won't eat it. And Fuzzy doesn't like eating corn. I had a little bit of fresh corn on there from last night, and the other squirrel ate it, but you know, that other squirrel would probably eat that one piece of corn that's left, but Fuzzy doesn't eat corn at all. Huh, Fuzzy, you don't like corn. Not what you're looking for. Alright, well, good luck with that. Take it easy on that other little guy. Alright, this is the moose. I'm not sure if it has antlers or not. It does have little nubs. Yeah, this is the adolescent male that's been on the property lately. I've been hearing him a lot, and I've seen him once. But he walked through the potato gardens and left big holes in the potato gardens. He's gonna be big by next year, though. I wonder how big his antlers. He was born last year. He was with the mother, but the mother ditched him, so she probably got pregnant again and had a baby this spring, and she probably ditched him, made him take off. Oh no, he's going over by the gardens. I don't want him to walk through the garden. I'm gonna go scare him off so he doesn't walk through the potatoes. There he goes. He was just about to stomp right through the potatoes too. Little bastard. You have a potato garden right there. And when he walks through it, he's so heavy, he puts these giant friggin' holes in it. But yeah, yard's looking pretty nice. First week of June, potatoes are all coming up. It's been really rainy though, so I had a hard time. I actually lost a bunch of cucumbers I had to replant this week. But my neighbor has some chickens for me he's raising, and as soon as they're big enough to survive in that, we're gonna have chickens in there. So it'll be my first year with chickens, so that'll be cool. But yeah, just hanging out, keeping this yard all managed and growing food. But that moose has been around a lot lately. I knew it was gonna have it. It hasn't had any horns on it, but I figured that they would probably be growing right now. And he definitely had some horns on him. They were just really small. But he likes to hang out right on the property, so hopefully he'll hang out here, and in a couple years I can, you know, have somebody come and hunt him, or at least hopefully he'll be mating out here and making more babies. He's not that big, but he definitely messes up the gardens when he walks through them. And I just got those potatoes going real good. Yeah, mosquitoes are bad though. I'm going back inside.